Hello everyone, I'm Extra Cheesy 87 and this is Let's Play Miles is a Investigator Part 30. In the previous video we finished up our investigation, our initial investigation, and now we're gonna cross wits with Sheena. Correct? Yes. And what the hell were you talking about later? It's only been a day, it hasn't been like, 5 months since I last recorded the video, as per usual. Does this mean that you already have the results back? We have confirmed the shape of the Babali's knife blade matches the wound. Do not confuse the efficiency of Interpol's forensic teams with your own. Objection! I won't if you don't underestimate our police force. And just so we're clear, I'd hardly say your logic is sound, which you will see in a bit. If you can prove me wrong, please by all means go ahead. That has been my intention all along. I just have to. I have to take my time when I'm proving you wrong. You know. Knife with the butterfly handle is the murder weapon. Hold it. You mean to say that you saw Kay holding the murder weapon with your own eyes? I was also in the search for the Yatagarasu. When I heard the girl's scream come from this room, I rushed over straight away. When I arrived, I saw that girl standing there, motionless with a knife in her hand. I already told you, I only came in here because I was also after the Yatagarasu. The suspicious person I saw came into this room. But when I entered it, it was pitch dark. I felt something by my foot on the floor, so I turned on the lights, and then... ... You found out it was the murder weapon at your feet. How many times I have to tell you, we can't trust the words of a suspect. Well, we also can't trust the words of an investigator. Sometimes, you know? You're biased. You want to arrest criminals. You want there to be crime in this world or else you're out of a job. Maybe you go around admitting crime where there wasn't any. Maybe this man died of natural causes. Have you ever thought of that? The only thing you accept is evidence, is it? That's the only acceptable way to counter an agent of Interpol on the scene of a crime. Mr. Edgeworth, do you have some kind of evidence that can prove me innocent? I think I do, because there is one piece of evidence that I find to be a bit interesting. I think I need to carefully examine that piece of evidence again. Okay. Hold it! I ask that you please refrain from speculation. So what... Oh, I can look at the knife. So this is what took Mr. Kochan's life. Some of the blood is still on the blade. Wow, I've been a detective for 7 years already, and I've seen a lot of weapons in my day. But knives that were used to kill are always the hardest for me to bear. Unlike guns, this is one weapon where you're unlikely to find the victim's blood on it. Oh, wait, where you're likely. I was like, what the fuck are you saying, Edgeworth? Sorry, I was out to make you seem stupid. Yeah, just like how this one is practically drenched in it, huh, sir? Despite those, like the blood managed to miss the handle somehow. A lot of skilled detailing on this handle. It would appear the handle on this knife is removable. I guess so people can change them whenever they feel like. Sounds like fun, sir. I don't think people would remove the handle just for fun, detective. Now, like, I get the moving, but I don't really know what we're gonna do with that, if I'm being completely honest. But I mean, it sounds like they want me to present the knife, but... I guess we could... That's still kind of a... I mean, unless we're going to argue that, well, the killer would have swapped the handles out. But that doesn't really mean Kay didn't do it. Well, let's press everything and then we'll circle back. It's a sound hypothesis derived from the evidence. There's no room for debate. Miles Edgeworth, know that an ungraceful loss will not be tolerated, my subordinate. Now, rebut her hypothesis with factual logic. Otherwise, what was your investigation for? It was for the vibes and the laughs and the thrills and the chills. You know? You're correct, thank you. Helping a subordinate out with advice is the job of any good superior. Seems to be rather enjoying herself, but she is correct nonetheless. Agent Sheena, please continue with your testimony.
Hold it!
About the three-piece set, is there really no other like it? Let's ask the ambassador for more details, shall we? The knives are indeed quite special. They have butterfly, symbol of the Republic of Babel, engraved on them. And because there are only 3 of them in the world, they're very, very valuable. The national symbol, huh? The knives are covered in the butterfly design. Along with the Alabastian set, our respective countries only have 3 knives each. Makes dinner parties quite a conundrum, if I do say so myself. I see. Are you satisfied now? If so, let's continue.
Hold it!
I believe there is still room for debate, and I'll thank you not to decide that for me. I didn't decide anything for you. I'm merely looking at the reality the way it is.
Objection!
Are you sure you're not just viewing the facts through rose-colored glasses? My glasses aren't rose. Mr. Edgeworth, I think she's mad at you. Won't be the first time a lady is mad at me, and it won't be the last. Perhaps, but our definitions of reality are a tad different. Gosh, she's cool. Are the 2 of you done chatting? Agent Sheena's proof is the Babali's knife that Kay was allegedly holding. Yeah, so, how are you gonna prove that Kay didn't do it? Honestly, I have no clue, Detective. Agent Sheena wants to suspect Kay merely because Kay was the only one here. I must show with evidence that Kay couldn't have committed the murder. But, do you have such evidence, sir? Not really. There is a piece of evidence that seems very unnatural to me. And I believe it is my duty to point that out. I mean, it is unnatural, but I don't really know if it, like, refutes what she's saying, personally. Was it this one that I was supposed to present on? Or the other one? Refraining from speculation. No, I think it's the second one. Well, I mean, let me actually look at the words. The knife with the butterfly handle is the murder weapon. Yeah? Well... Well... And just like, I don't get the follow-up, what the follow-up's supposed to be. I don't know if it's this line or this line. What did you say here again? You saw Kay holding the murder weapon with your own eyes. Girl was standing there motionless with a knife in her hands. Well, it's gotta be one of the 2, so, you know, we'll just shoot our shot. One piece of evidence I find quite interesting.
Objection!
The murder weapon was the knife with the butterfly design on it? Is that really the truth? What are you getting at? I'd like for you to take a look at this. There's blood on the blade, and yet there's not a speck of blood on the handle. This signifies that at the time of the crime, a different handle was attached to the blade. The knife that Kay was holding had its handle switched and was in fact not the real murder weapon. Yeah, but like, couldn't she just say she had done that? That, you know, she caught her in the process of swapping the handles out? It wasn't the real murder weapon? Because, I mean, the blade is still the stabby. I mean, you know. The knife can be taken apart. Shall we give it a go? As you can see, the Babali's knife has now been disassembled into 2 parts. The killer must have pulled the murder weapon out of the victim's body. Oh, wait, 1 second. and proceeded to swap the knife's original handle with this butterfly one. It was all to create the illusion that Mr. Cochin was killed with a butterfly-themed knife. But like, what illusion is being created? This should clear up any and all suspicion surrounding. But like, does it? Am I stupid? I feel like this is me being dumb. So okay, so let's lay out the scenario. So we stab him, and then we're like, oh no, the handle to the murder weapon's got blood on it. So then I swap the handles out, and then I drop it on the floor. Because I mean, the only way that plot point makes any sense if it's like you swap out the handles to have somebody else's fingerprints on the knife, but they're not exploring that angle. Because I feel like that's the only like real way to use this plot point of like the handles can be swapped out, is to have like, you know, a way to transfer fingerprints onto the murder weapon, which would have been slightly clever, but I just don't see how this is supposed to clear K. Swap with the real murder weapon's handle. Its blade is yet to be found. Your argument isn't airtight yet. How so? It's possible that the girl herself is the one who switched the handle. Like, yeah.
Hold it!
Don't be ridiculous. What purpose would you do such a thing? Why would the killer have done it? I don't care to know how a criminal thinks. The way they view the world is beyond the comprehension of a normal person like myself. Because it's like, I don't know, I guess it's throwing me off because they're like presenting it as like, oh, this is some gotcha that she like couldn't recover from, when it was like, I don't know, Edgeworth just said some dumb shit. Basically. I wouldn't put anything past them, no matter how odd it may seem.
Objection!
The truth is right in front of you, and this knife will show you the way. Stab. You will come to see that Kay is not and could not have been Mr. Cochin's killer. There's quite a bit of Mr. Cochin's blood on this blade. Thanks to being a prosecutor, I guess I've become accustomed to seeing blood. This is not what's important right now. What is this mark on here? It's the mark of a flower. I assume you know what this means? No, not really. Butterflies rest on flowers all the time to drink their sweet nectar. And so they do. However, would this butterfly really drink the nectar of this flower? The answer is clearly not a chance. Brother, what are you doing? I am so lost. To prove the relationship between the butterfly and the flower with this. Oh wait, does this show their national symbols? I mean, I get, honestly, I don't get what he's going for. I mean, I get the, you know, they don't match, but what is it? I mean, it's got a butterfly on it. That's pretty cool. Discovered this trick 7 years ago. They're able to corner Miss U. Because I was hoping I could find something that had like the... I mean, they've got that butterfly. It's an engraving of the national symbol of the kingdom of Alabast, which is a flower. Hidden by the... So Alabast is the flower. But like, didn't we already say they don't match? A knife handle with a butterfly on it. I wonder where the blade that this should be attached to. Like, do I really just present the handle? That seems like really silly.
Take that!
Okay, it's not... I don't know what you're trying to prove with it either, buddy. It's exactly what it would appear this piece of evidence. Yeah, yeah. The flower mark engraved on the blade and the butterfly on the handle. There must be something that can put these two symbols into the correct context. I mean, shouldn't it be obvious? Like, do I present these?
Take that!
Okay. You can't be serious. But like, what are we arguing? We already know the knives are part of that set, right? Or are we pretending that those? But obvious. We already know it's one of the ornamental knives. Why are we trying to establish that? It's like I'm out here arguing the sky's blue. Like, yeah, we know, brother. The flower on this blade is designed as a certain country's national symbol. That's right, the Kingdom of Alabast. In other words, this blade is from one of the Alabast's ornamental knives. This part of the knife handle has Baba's national symbol of the butterfly on it. Therefore, it's undeniably Babalese in origin. But as we both know, you can't kill someone with just a knife handle. I just feel like we already established this, is why I guess I'm confused. When exactly did the murder occur again, Agent Sheena? After the fire had broken out. That's right, Kay entered the Babalese embassy after the fire had taken place. Furthermore, she had not been to the Alabastian side of the building before. On top of that, not a single person But the knives are in this room, brother. Not a single person passed between the two countries during the fire? I'm losing my fucking mind. Which means that Kay could not have transported an Alabastian... But it was in this room. Makes it impossible for her to be the true killer? But the knives are in this room. Unless, are we supposed to believe that they keep the handles separate? What? Because I mean, I know these don't have the handles on them, but that's because they said they were missing. So normally they're there. In this room. Way to go, Mr. Edgeworth, sir. What? So we're arguing that because the knife has the symbol of a different embassy, which means, and Kay hadn't been to that embassy, that means she couldn't have touched the knife? But, like, the knives are in this room! Why is everyone so quiet? I don't know, I guess maybe I missed something. Or that, or they were smoking crack cocaine? Was this carried across country lines? Why is everyone so quiet? Happily got this far and cleared Kay's name, but like, did we? What worries me now is what will happen next.
Objection!
What the yeah, Francesca, what the fuck are they talking about? An Alabastian knife here? Do you mean, how did it find its way to the Republic of I'm gonna fucking strangle you. I'm gonna put my dang hands around your neck. I didn't just find... Unless maybe these are all... I thought these were like shared though. Didn't they say that? Because it said there's 3. Does each country have 3? I don't know that this got changed, but... I guess maybe these are supposed to just be bobble knives, and then the Alabas have their own knives that are the same? Because I thought it said these were like shared knives. So, you know, like it's one has the bauble, one has the Alabon, one has the Cadopian. Like the original. Didn't just find its way over. Rather, we should focus on how it was smuggled over. You know what? My brain hurts thinking about it while we're just standing around. Thinking while you're on the run? Now that's the way a real great thief operates. Alright, I guess that's what they're trying to say, is that there's just a separate set. But I feel like they talked about them as being like a shared set. Thanks a lot, Mr. Edgeworth. Thanks for proving me innocent, I mean. You believed in me the whole time, right? Tell me you did. Not really. Come on, you don't have to be shy about it. Your argument is fucking stupid. Would you care to elaborate? No! I understand another girl didn't commit the murder. There is still the possibility that she is the Yatagarasu. That again? Come on, how many times I explained it to you? What's the Yatagarasu going around wearing something like this? I am the real Yatagarasu. The Ixnay on the Yatagasaru. Yay? I'm not like that fake one that goes around setting fires, okay? Whether you're the real deal or fake, it doesn't really matter. All I have to say is this. I have my suspicions that this girl is the one who started the fire.
Objection!
Preposterous. On what grounds do you suspect her of such a thing? The fact she calls herself the Yatagarasu, that in itself is the most elegant proof. Sheena. Yes? I have no intention of taking back any of what I've said. I am the great thief Yatagarasu, and I refuse to allow some imposter to claim that name as their own. The path of justice that my father pointed me towards, I will walk it the best I can. It's not good to be stubborn. Hope you can understand that. Thanks a lot for the concern, Miss Sheena. Let me share something with you too as a token of my appreciation. Those sunglasses totally do nothing for you, so I'll steal them from you next time, okay? What? Whoa, let's not get ahead of ourselves. What? I mean, I'll admit wearing sunglasses indoors is a pretty like douchebag thing to say, or not say, but do. But I don't know. I mean, I guess she pulls it off better than most people. I guess we better get going. Going to where? To the Kingdom of Alabast. If we don't, we won't know for sure, right? I suppose not. We won't get anywhere simply by standing here thinking. Another thing is, like, weren't these knives supposed to be before the split? So the idea that they would have the butter, like, both symbols makes sense too. See where the Alabastian knife came from. I'll have to pay the Alabastian embassy a visit. Let's go, Miles Edgeworth. As you are my subordinate, I will not tolerate you bringing my investigation to a halt. Understood. Don't talk to me, alright? Count off. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. 1, 1. Chifu, 99 call-outs. All 99 members are most likely here and accounted for, sir. Yeah, you, the second number one from my right. I don't know which one that is, sir. So, yes, sir? Yeah, birthday present. Chifu, I didn't know you knew all of our birthdays. What a kind-hearted you have, Shifu. You are more than the man will ever be, sir. I'm really sorry, but, it's not my birthday. I was referring to a past life. It was your birthday in a past life. Beat him to death with hammers? Longji says, a cub who disrespects others soon feels the disciplinary bite of an elder. That's not very based, saying. That's like, hey, beat up children. That's what Longji says. That present isn't for you, it's for your younger brother's wife's younger brother. Tell him I said hi and happy birthday, won't you? Yes, sir. Shifu, I can't believe you remembered that much about each of us. Shifu, I'm so moved that I can't stop crying. I should probably leave them to their alone time. Alright. Meeting's over, everyone. Head for your posts. Dismissed? Sir. Yo, were you guys there the whole time? Did you see me being cool and remember about that guy's younger brother's younger brother, wife, something, cousin, past life? Got a call from Shinan. She's already filled me in. Sounds like you're out to get in my way again. I have absolutely no intention of interrupting your investigation. I simply request that you grant me permission to investigate the Alabastian embassy. And what if I say no? Agent Long, this man is my subordinate. As I have received permission from the ambassador, he is to be extended the same rights. Sorry, sis. Ain't that simple. Alabasta has the strictest immigration regulations in the world, or didn't you know? Even among my elite men, only about half of them were admitted into the country. Besides, any more cooks in the kitchen, we might spoil the soup. You know what I mean? How dare you make such assumptions? Don't take this the wrong way, sister, but I thought I was in charge of the Alabasta, Miss Von Karma. Look, try and understand, okay? Things over in Alabasta are a bit of a mess right now. What do you mean by a bit of a mess? No one told you? We had an incident. This is what we call a decision based on the investigation, Mr. Prosecutor. Look, Wolfie, just let us in already. Is there a problem here, Agent Lang? Not really. Just having a discussion about whether or not to let these guys in. Sure, let them in. Ambassador Alba, I ask that you please allow these people to join the investigation. Having no debate because of my country. I'm terribly sorry for placing you good people in that kind of situation. It is all because I lack the strength to govern well. Brother, you're an ambassador. You don't really govern. Please, it's nothing of the sort, Ambassador. You weakling! Quercus! Curse your fragility and inability to affect change in your country! What are you... The thing is, investigations conducted in my country have been under Agent Long. And it is my judgment that in order to minimize the disruption in the investigation, I should leave everything up to Agent Long. There, you see? No way! Ambassador Alba, I ask that you please reconsider letting them into Alabasta. What's that? My very own secretary has been murdered in the embassy. And he was apparently caught up in some very shady dealings, completely unbeknownst to me. I had no clue about it at all. I cannot be legally held accountable. I ask your cooperation in our investigation. These aren't much, but I hope they can cover your travel expenses to Babylon someday. Alright, I get it. Even if you beg, Ambassador Alba, I still have to give the final okay anyway. Alright, you hear that, Mr. Edgeworth? We're in! Not so fast, my little crow girl. I thought I said cowgirl. I was like, what the hell are you talking about? You're still a witness in the Babylon murder. I'd like you to please stay in the Republic. Detective Gumshoe, take good care of Kay for me. Oh, you're not getting rid of me that easily, partner, pal. Yes, sir. Sounds good to me. The fewer troublemakers, the better. Stare. Activate Yatagarasu Death Glare. Laser Beam Vision. Rasp. They're rasping. Hey, Mr. Edgeworth. Yes? I wanted to ask for a while now, but that lady over there, is she who I think she is? Ah, that's right. I didn't introduce the two of you yet. Francesca von Karma, the prosecutorial prodigy. Nice to see you again. Oh, I knew it. You're the whip lady. Actually, I had a riding crop back then. It's not a whip. They're very different weapons. Very different instruments of motivation. You may address me as Miss von Karma. Miss von Karma, I leave the investigation of Alabasta in your hands. Thanks. Rest assured I will outsmart both the smuggling ring and the Yatagarasu. Fake Yatagarasu. The smuggling ring, huh? Perhaps I should ask Francesca a bit more about them before I head into Alabasta. And I mustn't forget to thank Ambassador... what's his name for all he's done for me. Okay. First things first. What up? Detective Gumshoe, I'll be counting you to keep Kay safe. Yes, sir. You leave everything to me, sir, partner pal. And don't worry, I'll take good care of Gummy for you. We'll go investigating the Bobble side of things together. Right, Kay? That's right, Gummy. All they're missing is the last stooge. You're the last stooge, edgy boy. There's a flat panel of VCR on a row of Steel Samurai videos. Might be a clue among these. I'd better check the titles of these videos and the contents. Who knows what could be inside. My, the things I put myself through for the sake of the investigation. These flowers are a gift from Global Studios. They seem to be prospering quite a bit thanks to their constant stream of hit shows. Like the Jammin' Ninja. The ninja that is jammin'. Bobbly's embassy is just outside this window. The burn marks on it look pretty bad. It's a shame that they were in the middle of renovations. The fire did little help there. And behind me, Ambassador Palliano's dry smile hides the tears in his eyes. May I ask you to please move out of the way? Oh yeah, absolutely, sir. Sorry, sir, but we are currently clearing the area behind a fallen burnt brush. I ask your patience till we are done. Very well. Oh, I hope the brush clearing goes smoothly. The national flags of the Republic of Bobble is on display here. The crest on it features a butterfly. Bobbly's embassy, which sits to the right of the theater, and the Alabastian embassy, which sits to the left. Something has happened in each of these two embassies. I sense that unconventional methods will be required to solve these mysteries. The Steel Samurai and Jammin' Ninja stage shows were held just beyond these doors. After the Jammin' Ninja show ended, we came out here and were greeted with a fire. Then the appearance of the Yatagarasu and a murder. We're as far from solving anything yet. There are a stack of pamphlets about two embassies here. Ah, Mr. Edgeworth, please take as many as you would like. You'll find that you can cut up the last page and use it as a coupon. You can use that coupon to get another pamphlet free of charge, and then you won't be there's another coupon in the back of the free pamphlet for another free pamphlet, and that second free pamphlet also has a coupon for another free pamphlet. I'm afraid I must decline. I have little interest in them. Well, I thought Americans loved coupons. The man in the green coat earlier was beyond ecstatic when I gave him some. Ambassador, I ask that you please not think of him as a representative of all Americans. Hey, now, partner pal, I feel like I'm pretty dang, I'm the salt of the earth. I'm not up in my ivory towers like you, Mr. Edgeworth. I'm a man of the people. A man who just likes to eat some instant ramen and some burgers. These flowers are a gift from the Gatewater Imperial Hotel. It appears their business has boomed since they became a Steel Samurai sponsor. I can see the courtyard and the Alabastian embassy through this window. The side is under the same dire straits as the Babalese side. An incident has occurred on which both sides of this building. Why must fate make everything in my life so full of complexities? You have been granted permission to enter by the ambassador. Feel free to enter the Flower Nation, the Kingdom of Alibast. The Flower Nation, you say? Well, the garden certainly lives up to that name. Yes, it does. Our rose garden, which is in full bloom right now, is really something else. Oh, if only it wasn't. I could enjoy myself a bit more then. The national flag of the Kingdom of Alibast is on display here. The crest on it features a flower. The knife with the flower design on it that we found in the Babalese embassy. It would appear that it was definitely connected to the Kingdom of Alibast. Ambassador, I'm in your debt. No, it's nothing, because it's all I can do for you, I'm afraid. I only ask that you please bring Manny's killer to justice. I will, Ambassador, on my honor. Wow, you're so sensational. You really piqued my curiosity. I know they aren't much, but I'm giving these to you wholeheartedly. That's quite alright. Well, how about this then? What exactly is it? Really cool ink. It's a fountain pen ink. Known as Babalese ink, it's made exclusively in Babel. So this is Babalese ink. We make it from wheat crystal oil, which is mined in our mineral mines. Accept this ink, one dip of your fountain pen in this, and you can write for hours in your organizer. How fortunate for me. The ink in my pen just happened to run out. I gladly accept your gracious gift. Okay. Wonderful! I guarantee to you that writing with our ink is an unforgettable experience. And since we don't export it, if you run out, you're always welcome to come and visit our fair nation. Here's a coupon for when you come. Talk about cornering the customer along with the market. You made so much progress in your investigation in such a short period of time. It's truly amazing what one can do with a great subordinate. Agent Hicks, whose help I had requested, was cut down before he completed his task. There's no room for further failure in my perfect investigation. Can an investigation be perfect if it has failure in it? In spite of that, I believe you were able to obtain some insight into the ring, correct? It was nothing. I simply made some deductions based on the smuggled item I was following. You mean the Babalese ink? Why are there restrictions on export from the ink to begin with? Or export of the ink? That's classified Interpol info.
Hold it!
Francesca, as your subordinate, I am part of your investigation now. Don't you think it would be beneficial if I was as well informed as you? Point taken. Very well, I'll fill you in. Recently discovered some very well-made counterfeit bills circulating in Singapore. Counterfeit bills? Yes, as you may have deduced. The counterfeits are being made with Babel's special Babalese ink. And it's virtually impossible to distinguish bills made with their ink from the real ones. Thus, it was only natural for Interpol to keep an eye on the Republic. Okay. That's where this document comes into play, correct? Correct. Mr. Kocham was smuggling large amounts of Babalese ink. Furthermore, he was charged with running the embassy's printing equipment. That's all the evidence I needed to know that he was the head of the smuggling ring. There remains one tiny problem. Let me guess, you still have yet to find the counterfeit bills with the smuggled ink? Yes, and while we're listing things, I might as well be able to add the counterfeit plates to the pile. Since we haven't been able to locate any of the items in the Babalese embassy, we're looking into the Alabastian embassy next. Also, so it's limited export because of its use in counterfeiting. I'm gonna be honest, man. If I was a country and I was like, I had to specifically export my ink from another country, or well, I guess it can't be export. I don't know. That doesn't make any sense. What's the market for then? They only use it for their own money? Because the idea of having like special ink that's used in all the currency is kind of like what it makes it sound like. That's why it's so like special. But it seems kind of dumb to rely on like a foreign country for the printing of your own money. Like to have like like, you know, to import some ink is not like stupid. It's not what I'm saying. But like to be like, we can only import from this one country. But I guess you Well, it says limited export, right? I don't know. Whatever, it doesn't matter. It just feels like they could really have you by the balls if they're like, well, you can't make your money anymore. But then you would also just be like, well, I'm just going to make it without the ink. And they're going to be like, ah, shit, we're fucked. And it doesn't matter where they're hidden, mark my words, I will find them. It's hard to tell they're fake. Because it seems like the conundrum is all money is made with this ink. So if you obtain the ink, it's very hard for your counterfeit bills to be seen as counterfeit because it uses the special ink that all normal money is used in. But you feel like that would only really work within the country itself, you know? What's wrong, Kay? Because, you know, being able to control your own money supply is like one of the most like important things for a sovereign nation. Especially like, you know, what, like the more influential you get. I didn't get permission to enter Alabast, so we're gonna go gather whatever we can on the Bobbly side, okay? Alright, I'm counting on you two. And I'm counting on you and Miss Von Karma to sniff out the clues. Mr. Edgeworth, if you happen to come across my phony, let me know, okay? If you tell me, I'll rush over straight away no matter where you are. How will I tell you? I'll let you know when the time comes. Okay, so there's two separate sets of 3 knives. Alright, that was not really made apparent to me, I guess. I didn't get that was supposed to be the explanation. Ah! What do you think you're doing to my subordinate? You're... Oh, it's you. Gee, I was kind of wondering if it was maybe you. Since he knew us. Okay, I pretty much have to stop here, though. I was gonna try and get till we actually started the investigation, but I gotta go, so. Next time, we will, reunite with... I don't remember your name. You know what? I dubbed thee Curtis. We'll talk with Curtis, see what he's doing, what his side hustle is. Or I guess new main hustle. Next time. Bye.